welcome to Real Spit Talk.
Welcome back to another episode of Real Spit Talk. Today we're going to get into a little bit of local news, and Real Ass Riri is going to start us off on what's going on locally.
So locally, social media wise, there's been a big story being shared as to the owner, Chanel Scheller of Pink Velvet. She got jumped on.
That's in the mall?
Yes, in the mall on Easttown, on the east side.
I think she was by herself outside of town.
Yep.
She was by herself?
No, she was with her husband. And her husband defended her, got them wenches up off her ass.
Period.
You know, they was fighting for each other. Definitely was relationship goals.
Period.
But I guess the rumors are somebody got caught stealing in her store, so she banned them from the store. Apparently they returned. Yep, and that's a regular policy or protocol for the mall.
Really, without cutting you off, the funny thing be like the rumor that even if they get caught stealing or not, because you know our people don't like to be accountable. I ain't getting caught stealing. She banned me because for whatever reason your ass got banned. Don't go back in that store. You're not welcome.
Yes,
so
yes.
But
they gonna treat it differently because it's a black owner. They're gonna treat it different because it's one of those.
Locally.
Yeah, if you got kicked out of Express or H&M or Icing or Claire's or whatever the fuck, you know you'll stay your ass up out of there, or you'll try at least not to be seen by security, which is the weak ass motherfucking Easttown Mall security officers that stood there while her and her husband got jumped on. Disgusting. Wow. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. You hold this position, you ready to kick any teenager out of that motherfucker for making a little noise. You want to strong arm them and put them the fuck up out of there. But when a real situation was going on with one of the fellow black owners that secured a position and spot in a very popular mall for our whack ass Madison, y'all don't have her back. That was disgusting. A disgusting display of y'all weak ass authority and power. But anyways, black people do. They get caught stealing and shit like that. They don't take accountability for that. And so you felt like because she's a black owner, y'all could bring y'all ass back up to that store and y'all was gonna strong arm her.
So did they see her?
They got it all on camera.
Did the owners see them walking in the store?
It was a whole interaction. I guess she said on her post that when her gate was down, they came up to the gate and spit on her husband through the gate. And then was, trying to get the gate up and like shaking it or whatever. And so she came, she ended up coming out after he got spit and his lip got busted. Because they was shaking the gate. She said that the gate ended up hitting him in the mouth and busted his lip. So, you just put your hands on my husband, I'm coming out.
It's time to go get that pistol.
I'm coming out. So they came out, I guess, and it was a whole brawl. Like, it's a video on the internet. I'm disgusted. Like, it's crazy. Now her whole dream, she done accomplished all of these things. Now we gotta go to shit because of a motherfucker that don't respect themselves or her.
I seen a post where I think the same young lady was saying something about she'd rather her business be online now or something like that instead of store at the mall. Yep. The interesting thing is, like, this go back, it be your own people. It's the same we were talking about earlier. We were talking about, why do people close to you be your own people? So it's so many times, like, this goes back to the kind of same conversation of Blush Lounge. There's a new club here. I love, I need a place for our people to keep. That's just, we all do. That's some real ass shit.
See, the thing is, you're going to need security with that.
Right, and what happens is, and here we go. So I can't say what the story is about them because I ain't been there physically. I've just seen this shit online. I'm a student to the culture and what's going on. And it's the same thing. Our people will get into positions of, we're at the mall, we own our own shit, and there's going to be people who don't value or express the same interests of goals and community. And what happens is they come with that bullshit, and now you got to decide to have more security, change your business up, but we don't keep that same energy downtown.
No.
You don't keep that same energy with none of the white establishments that we got, but
You don't have to.
black people
You don't have to.
Because
you want me to tell you why you don't have to?
Don't tell me.
Because black people know where to act up at.
You mean they know? You mean like there's some invisible change? Your ass know.
They
like
know.
Like you
better not go down.
There's an electric gate. You know that.
It's sort of like that voice we put on when we get on the phone with some professional white people. That Harvard voice.
Right.
We know we can't get on the phone and be like, yeah, what the fuck's up? Let me get that job.
That's what you better do. I want tone, switch that accent, everything to get that.
I want to touch this conversation real quick because to me it's personal. So when I look at businesses like that, it's personal because I have a comedy show that I've been doing for 6 years, right? I'll ask y'all all the questions. It can be rhetorical. What reason do you think I don't have just to get my own comedy club? Why not? Why not just get my own comedy club?
Financials.
That's a good question. That's not their thing.
The audience.
Audience? Nope. They come faithfully every month. Okay.
I don't know. I would, if it were me, I guess I would say because you don't 100% know you have that support from the people.
Support audience, same thing. I do know that it would.
I know
that it would be successful.
Okay, I got another one.
What? Correct. Come on. What you got?
Mindset.
Mindset. It's not my mindset. I would love to have a comedy club for us. But what happened with Lush and what happened with Old Girl Chanel? There has to be the invisible dog, and the people who like, I can come in his shit and hookah, roll up, or we gonna come in this motherfucking nut. So the comedian say some shit, we finna
beat his ass.
Yeah, that type of shit. But you don't do that at the comedy club on stage. You take pictures there. You put your phone up, right? So the only reason I don't do my shit because I'm not finna box you niggas and try to make you laugh. I'm not gonna have. Why would I be like, I need to go to war with the city to make you laugh? Because that's a mental mindset.
You know what comes with it?
Yeah, so I would have a comedy club for us. We can have a comedy club if we learn how to act. If I'm finna spend over a fourth of my budget, if I'm finna spend, I don't know, if I'm finna spend a fourth of my budget on
from your granny.
I ain't
if you try to spoil your granny purse, when I remember
everybody.
She tell me go on her purse and get a something out there.
Okay, so listen, I have something to say about that. First off, this is the local news is new to me today because I don't know. I guess. But it's just crazy, and it goes for me even further than that because when a black person walks into another black person business, they want a discount.
Yes,
they want a discount. Why are you charging what you're charging? But you wouldn't complain if you went over to somebody else and they were charging what they were charging. But because I'm black, I'm supposed to give you.
No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Because I would go to the Asians or whatever too.
But no,
Asians or whatever. It's the pushback. There's pushback.
Listen,
that's what we been cut off.
Listen. Let me say this. Because what y'all saying is, what y'all saying is, it depends on the store. If you know it's a store,
like you go to Macy's,
if you know it's a store that you can go in and you can negotiate, you're going to negotiate. That's different. But if it's you're not going to go into Macy's, J.C. Penney's, Claire's, Dick's.
I'm not saying jokingly though.
But okay.
Because the person at the register is not connected to the business. That's the way you think.
Exactly.
The person,
exactly.
But
it's different.
You know, so but what I'm saying is, even when you go into the gas station, you're not gonna go into the Arabs gas station and be like, "Let me get a fucking discount
on the gas."
On the real.
You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that.
Buddy. I know you see shit 316. Buddy, let me get it for the $2.99. Buddy. And he's like, okay, boss, this is what I'm gonna do for you, boss. Boss, $2.99 for you, boss. You like, buddy, because that's what we call each other.
Hey, but the Arab at the clothing store,
that's a real thing.
But the Arab at the clothing store, maybe you could get a discount on the coat, maybe. But you're not gonna fight him as much as you would that black person. You're not gonna curse him out if he refuses.
But see, that goes back to sticking together too, though.
And unfortunately, I don't care if it's unpopular opinion or whatever, but black people really don't.
But think about it.
Support each other.
When a black person hit their business, what's the first thing they do though? They try to you know, up their prices, like, or back because they want the money.
Some people.
You know, they know what? They're not gonna.
I'm not one of them.
There's no way that they're lowballing. No way.
I'm lowballing as a motherfucker.
You know what I mean?
I don't lowball. I can't
make no money, y'all. Please make more than $20.
That's different.
You give what you feel is reasonable as a person, you know. But some black people do try to jack up. I know.
Exactly. I don't want to take names. Can we do a part 2 on this motherfucker?
We don't want to have to spend all our money on goddamn security.
That's true.
At the Lush Lounge, at the East Side Lounge, at the Comedy Poetry Jam, we do not have to spend all of our money on security in order to entertain and show love for y'all.
We don't have a choice.
I think to circle back and just end this out.
This is. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go.
It's just the culture is not gonna. It's not gonna happen overnight.
Yeah.
With the change.
Yeah.
We don't have a choice.
That's a fact.
So it's not gonna happen overnight.
Not right now.
And I think the closing out is that, like, with this being said and everything that y'all have heard, like, as a black person, try not to be that black person who automatically assumes and feels that you deserve something from another black person. Support them as you would support anybody else. Like, don't cause problems in their business because they're black when you wouldn't do it at another place.
Maybe they won't do it, but don't bring your friend who does that either.
That's true. That's a fact. Because
don't bring them.
You know the people you wouldn't bring certain places. Don't bring them.
Don't bring their ass.
You know. But anyway,
I'm
just
kidding.
On to our celebrity news. On to our celebrity news. Our special guest here, ShotGunn, is going to lead us into some celebrity news. That's a recent update.
So did y'all hear about the guy getting called for the murder of Takeoff?
Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, so yeah, the guy was like everybody looking up this one guy named Lil Cam. Lil Cam. The guy with the yellow hoodie.
Name.
You know, and turned out that he actually was not the killer.
What?
No.
What?
It was another guy that's, you know, I forget his name, Phillips something. He's 33, but they called the guy trying to escape to Mexico.
I think I read
2 days before his arrest, he booked a ticket to go to Mexico.
You know what?
So it wasn't Lil Cam, it was somebody else?
It was somebody else.
What
DJ.
Not a DJ, nigga. That's some fucked up shit. You supposed to be spinning and playing that music. You supposed to be dropping like, man. This nigga like, man, fuck you in your music. That's
so the thing that's crazy about it is that he was at this is what makes it so interesting. He was at this party with these millionaires. Everybody's famous, and his bond was set for $2 million. Now he go to tell the judge that he don't have nothing but $1,500 to his name. He don't have no residence. He's staying with some. What is he doing at that party with those millionaires?
That's a fact.
With a gun. How did he get in? What is he doing there?
Well, you can
questions.
Everybody appear to be something that they're not.
Exactly. About what they dress.
You can pretend all the time.
All the time.
Damn.
You be seeing a fly-ass bomb.
What irritates me about this entire thing is, and I know this gonna hit a lot of people's souls, in our community, we do this thing where we say, don't snitch. With that video that was released, all them fucking people that was out there. You mean they making mistakes on who was the killer and who wasn't the killer because won't nobody fucking say nothing?
Oh yeah.
That irritates and vexes my spirit because to a certain extent, I'm programmed too. I believe in the no snitching shit. You know what I'm saying? I've done things in my life where I've been with motherfuckers and it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the same time, it's like a innocent young person really just, they like that cut short behind this shit for no reason.
Definitely innocent.
That had nothing to do with him. And we really, as a community, gonna sit back and we're gonna allow some weird ass shit like that to happen because of a fucked up ass street code. That blows my fucking mind.
That's fucked up.
And it almost want to bring me to tears because my child's father got killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's growing up without her fucking father because motherfuckers don't want to say nothing. Y'all bitches hanging around the same motherfuckers who conspired to do this to him. Don't nobody want to say nothing. I hate that culture.
That's some real shit.
I really do. It vexes me so. we gotta do better. We gotta tighten the fuck up. Chicago alone. Look at all the fucking unsolved murders. Yeah. But you in a dice game with a bunch of niggas who really saw a motherfucker do that. Yeah. And it's a person that really ain't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you talking shit in the dice game. You know what I'm saying?
They don't want their name in that paperwork.
But see, but
you know what I'm saying? They don't want their name in that paperwork.
That's why I said I hate the culture.
But if a motherfucker shot their grandmama though.
Yeah. You finna take.
But the part of the duality of the street code is this though. If you in the streets, you're supposed to take care of street code.
Yeah.
But what happens is if motherfuckers ain't part of that street shit, you don't. If Karen says, yeah, he stole my lawnmower, motherfucker stole your lawnmower, you didn't snitch on them because you're Karen and you told him. But if I be like, he stole my lawnmower and this nigga Twan snitched on me.
What they call it, a law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, you're a law-abiding citizen. So if Takeoff is in the motherfucker, shooting on some law-abiding citizen shit, I'm taking care of my business. We gonna gamble, we gonna kick it, whatever else. But man, treat the motherfucker as such. Because what happened if it was their brother, their sister, then they be mad. Yeah. That shit really don't affect.
Yeah, they yours now. To this shit,
that shit fucked up.
No, I mean, but I wonder. So I don't know if Playboy, did he talk or did he just leave the scene too?
Probably.
I don't know. That shit was trying to get him up out of there.
But you ain't hear the video.
Yeah, that's street code. If he talked to someone or did he leave the scene, all I know is he was there.
They was trying to get him up out of there though. They was, because when he was on the floor and he kept saying Takeoff, he was trying, he was clearly in shock. Like, get up, nigga, what is you doing? You know what I'm saying? And then I seen somebody try to come get him. You know what I'm saying? They got him up from there. So at that moment, they probably was trying to get him up out of there. But is he gonna say something? Probably not. You know, when a motherfucker got their foot half in, half out of the streets, it's hard for you. You know, these boys have transitioned into millionaires in front of the cameras and, you know what I'm saying, everybody being in their business and shit.
But
it's hard.
That's the same conversation we was having earlier again, saying when you get to a certain level and you're doing something, why do these people not like you? Be the people close to you, be the people, they were supposed to be protective.
And that's what I'm saying. We were saying something about that. Yeah, y'all was saying something about being somewhere with like he was at an event with people that brought him there. Like he was there with his friends.
I guess
he was there with his friends.
My whole question.
His friends killed him.
My whole question about the whole entirety of it is that Takeoff was in the back quiet. I didn't watch a lot of it. Like I don't support those type of things. I don't like to watch them or whatever. But like, why was he when? From what I hear and read, is that Quavo was the one who was arguing all of this. So why was Takeoff in the background and he was shot?
I think Quavo didn't get shot because he was too busy getting hit from whoever hit him and knocked him. Everything went. So once he got hit first. Oh yeah, once he got hit, they rumbling over here.
Yeah.
Takeoff way back in somewhere trying to run into the middle. But he got two ops standing next to him that he don't really know that they are.
Right. Okay.
So he got two ops standing next to him. So as soon as he step up, what you doing? Boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm. That's just how it is. Slow down,
So I guess that goes back to just saying, everybody ain't your friend.
So yeah.
Pay attention to
be away. I'm hot here. That's what we say. Everybody ain't your friend. But if you know that motherfucker hot head, that goes back to what I was saying.
Even if you
be at the store and somebody gets kicked out, stay the fuck away. Don't bring your people. Don't bring your people to the comedy club. Don't come to this mom, old girl.
Don't hang out with nobody who's constantly into it with motherfuckers.
I'm not into drama. Okay, so let's end the conversation with the financial tip of the week. So I am so obsessed with our generation and our people learning how to benefit our people and move forward. So as parents, as responsible parents who are going to and want to and are responsible people and adults and want to put their children in a better place than what you've started, because a lot of times we don't know what we don't know until we come up in a situation where we don't know shit, and I like to get people to know ahead. So credit cards, if you're a good, responsible adult and you know how to maintain your credit, definitely responsible. If you know how to maintain your credit and you're working on building you, and as black people, please know that credit is worth so much more than cash. Understand that. You can have zero cash and credit will get you so much. Anyway, as a responsible adult, a tip of the week is to help your child have a financial securing future in their credit score, when you have a credit card that you maintain and you know how to act right on, have your child. You don't have to actually give them the credit card, just add them on their high school, beginning of high school, into high school, they'll have a credit score better than you can imagine. It helps them in so many different ways. When they need to get their college loans or whatever the case, it'd be at low rates. It helps them. It helps you feel better as a person and a parent. And on that note, no.
Like
we gotta.
Exactly. Like when you talk, you gotta understand what you're doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So when you said that, that's all I was saying.
He
Wait,
said,
what happened?
y'all saying something without saying something. That's what brother.
Right. I know.
I could elaborate on this no. I don't know if it's the same no. So
I'm trying. Like, you know what I mean? So, we got like maybe 20 minutes left.
I'm trying to extend it because we got kids.
So the little bit of extension, do y'all have anything to say about the financial?
So the point really is just to make sure that especially with us as a community, black folks, just please put your kids in a position to win in life. I think a curse on the black community as a whole. We really do have this curse of not teaching our children financial literacy because it really wasn't taught to us.
Right.
And so, we growing up, we putting shit in our kids' name before they're even grown-ups. And
if they do it, if you do it, you make sure you take care of it.
Take care.
Don't let it go delete.
He said if you put it in the kid's name, take care of it.
Make sure
Don't go let it go delete. Like, come on.
That's the point. To make sure that they're good when they're going out into the world. In the white community, they do that all the time. Their kids get out there, able to get their apartments. They're able to get cars.
But see, that goes with sticking together.
Yeah,
because you have some parents. Hold on. You have some parents that'll give,
They ain't always responsible. They filed bankruptcy.
That's why I said, and being responsible.
White folks.
Well, white folks.
I'm saying because there's a misconception that white people, they got the credit and stuff like that, and they don't fuck up. They do. They fuck up. They file bankruptcy and shit. That's their shit.
Oh no, but they know how to get out of it.
Oh yeah, they do. And it's easier for them too.
It's usually filing bankruptcy to get out of something.
But you can't blame them for it being easier because of the history.
The privilege.
Black people will get the privilege and still fuck over that privilege.
Yes, we will.
A white person to get that privilege and don't buy it.
No, not all the time. Not all the time. They do shit. They embezzle from their companies and they do. Oh, baby, I know, cause I was with them. My first was white. And they had money and all, I know. So, baby, they do shit.
Can I just
like they do.
Can I say the fun fact? Can I say the fun fact? And sometimes, I'm not going to lie, it's a guilty pleasure. Sometimes I love to argue with white people who say that black people commit more crimes. I look up the FBI. I love to look up the FBI database crime, and it will tell you only in recently 4 areas where black people exceed, and when I say exceed, it usually is about like this.
Where like Chicago,
LA. It's not an area. No, it's not an area. It's not an area. What I mean when I say it's categories. So the FBI, they break it down in categories. So they got where robbery versus burglary, murder, or whatever. So in the categories, there are only like 3 in recent years. 4 categories where black people exceed over white people. And when I say exceed, it's by like this much. It's not like a whole lot, but only in like 3 or 4 categories of like 27-ish, close to 30 categories do black people actually exceed over white people in crimes.
Right.
So
can we get one of them?
Shit, that's the funny thing I was thinking. I thought
I get one of them.
I can tell you one. It's like 3 mass murder.
It is like she's about to
and mass murder.
Oh yeah, we already know that.
Stuff like that.
Oh yeah, we already know that.
Robbery was 1. I think murder.
We lead in robbery.
No. You said
robbery. Robbery.
Black people.
Where they lead.
Yeah.
Where they lead.
One
of them. Murders is definitely the white.
One of them was, but there's a difference between murder and slaughter and all. There's categories to it. You know, right? But what I'm saying is like they break them down. So like if you say one thing, you would think the umbrella, but it's not the umbrella shit.
When I say mass, I mean school shooting.
Yeah.
And shit like that.
But we digress. The financial tips.
Running events. What's that?
Goddamn marathon.
Listen, we digress. The financial tips. You gotta get your financial.
Huh?
The kids in financial. We digress. Financial.
What do you mean?
We was talking about financial.
Okay, so you said something about like earlier saying.
You said no. Financial tips. We was talking about
get life insurance for your kids.
Get them on your credit card.
Life insurance can be manipulated in so many different ways.
There's
whole
different
life.
kinds.
What's it called? CD. Get them a
CD.
CD.
Get your
CDs. Yeah.
Get a CD or some shit
CDs,
like
trust.
that.
Yeah.
Trust it.
Or just property that you can pass down to them too.
And make sure if you're like me and you don't have a lot of people that you can trust, and so I have my life insurance policy and things going on like my will and stuff, and I'm scared because my daughter's not 18 yet, so I can't make her my POA, which is power of attorney. I can't do any of that, and if I died today, everything would go into an estate.
So you can't.
And she will have to, go back and forth and
actually
make her your what is it?
I can't.
What is it?
She can't be my beneficiary. She can't be my beneficiary. She can't be my POA.
What? Listen.
No, because she's not.
Listen. Actually, let's talk about
but my whole point of it, y'all, was just make sure if your kids are 18, you don't have anybody else that you can trust, that you're making your child who you love and you want everything to go to your POA. That was my whole point with that.
POA.
It wasn't. Power of attorney, and there's different ones. There's power of attorney financial, and there's power of attorney healthcare. One person can be both, but then you can split it up if you don't trust. If you think your kid gonna kill you for the money, make somebody else your fucking power of attorney for healthcare. Okay?
Let me touch on what you're saying, because I was actually in banking for quite a while, and you can make a child your beneficiary of POA. The issue with that is, and what the misconception, because when you go to do it, maybe some people will tell you, maybe some bankers won't tell you, but when you make your child that person, and there's still a child if you go, whoever the adult that has custody of them is the person who has control of that.
Fuck no.
So why?
But that is the case.
Me they gonna do me like that?
That is the case.
That's why.
Now your baby mama, baby daddy,
who hate my guts.
Specifically, this is the financial thing.
I probably would have been dead.
This is the reason.
That's why I won't do that. That's why when my agent was talking to me about it, I was like, nah, we ain't fucking doing that.
But let's just be clear. You can do it, but when you do it, know that whoever that adult that then has custody of your child has custody of your estate, your trust, whatever it is. So if they don't have the best intentions for you and your child, they could screw your money over with your child.
Thing is, if I go, right, let's say for instance, so I'm gonna do something for my kid or child, shout out to Migos now, because my shit gonna go to mama. After that shit gonna go to my mama now. That shit gonna go to my, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's the way it's supposed to go, because at some point in time, you don't know how that's gonna work, because if your people pass before you, now you can change which way it go. So now I know that my mama, where I go now, my mama got enough money to take care of this, to take care of her until she block. But insurance, we just talking about credit and shit, and adding your kids to your children. I mean adding your children to your policy on your credit. You know when your kid is responsible or not.
Exactly.
And I don't mean in the sense that just because you can bail them out. That shit ain't no easy thing. I'm going to tell you from a person who had a child when I was 15 years old, right? So now that I'm old, I remember my credit wasn't a fucking thing, right? And now that my shit is as healthy as it's ever been, and I want to take snapshots and shit. I've been on.
But don't do that.
No, but I just mean that it's
those are track vultures.
No, but
it does cameras.
To each is her own. That like I live a certain life to where it is what it is. Like I say that shit to say like, just because you can sign some shit for your kid isn't responsible. You need to be mindful of what you're doing, because now, let's say for instance, you sign on a lease. If your kid's not responsible, now that lease is up to you. You got 12, most leases are 12 months. Your kid may be responsible for 4 months. Now, 8 other months, you got to figure out how I'm going to pay. Put that on the car. Put that on the car. Put that on, now you have a house. Hey, I'm going to, when you start doing shit like that, yes. But you also incur that debt too. That's what a lot of people don't realize. So if I go to somewhere and I say, here's my credit, this is what it is. Oh, sir, it looks like you also have another place of residency. Right. And now you have, so now that $1,500 also comes out of what my supposedly income would be. So be mindful as well of your child. Be mindful of the fact that even when you sign, that you also accrue there a possible debt. Because when I went to school, went to UW, I'm thinking, oh, I'm just going to sign for these little grants, I don't give a fuck, like, and then grants became loans, because our mind don't think, here's money they're giving you versus money in my mind, here's a grant loan, I'm getting the money. This is what you pay back. My mother name on the shit. I gotta make sure I pay the bills so I don't fuck my mama name up. Right. But is your child responsible or not? I'm not saying that they aren't, but if you sign on the shit, now you got your mama responsible for your college debt.
That's what I said. You know, like
you know what I call that? When you know, because as first off, as a parent, you know your child. You know your child. So you know what I call a parent who decides to give their child and sign on the dotted, an enabler. The same as any other thing. You're an enabler, and at that point, I can't feel bad for you, because you knew your shit. You knew your child was irresponsible as fuck.
You knew Michael been smoking dope all his life. Michael been smoking dope all his life.
And you gave me your POA.
You done signed for this nigga house for $275,000.
They finna force you really feel bad. Michael Jackson song. Do I really feel bad? Like, everybody in the family know that your uncle, your cousin, whoever the fuck that person is, you know who that person is, and you know not to leave that person around your purse. You know not to let that person alone in your house. You know who the fuck the people is. So when you decide to do those things, you're enabling.
It's also good to make sure, because when we talk about financials, you have to talk, you got taxes, you got credits, to be able to explain if you got a tax person or some shit like that, to deductions. That makes a difference. If we got your standard W-2, you do this, now I can say, hey, are you filing your kid? Are you not filing your kid? Because it's going to make a difference on how much they take. I'm talking real shit on how much they for the take. We're talking financials with the kids. Yeah. How much they going to take out your check. Now you have to find out if you have your kid got a kid. Do you alternate years or some shit? Like you get this year, they get that year. But at some point in time, if you got a tax person, most of us don't have tax people.
Nope, that's true. But what you were saying,
but the white people got tax people.
Have that.
Yeah,
we have to do this for our kids.
You know, it goes to you don't know what you don't know until you know.
That's
and then are you a teachable person?
Come on.
Okay, so
let me just sneak this in too. I'm not going to elaborate. That's on y'all. But black parents, please get some life insurance. Please do not make your children suffer and leave that type of debt. And like he said about incurring debt, that is true for
just don't tell them about it
parents.
so they won't hurt you. Just
there's
parents who do not have life insurance and they die and they have all these bills and things like that. It goes down to the children. That's not fair, especially if you're going through life and you already ain't giving them shit. You ain't leave no family heirlooms. You ain't do. You know what I'm saying? You fucked up their credit. You know what I'm saying? You did, and now you finna go out the world. No life insurance. Now we got to do a GoFundMe. Now we got to sell cupcakes at the bakery. You know, bake sale. Right. Exactly. It's really affordable. Don't say it's not, because we buy all type of bullshit like Balenciaga, but you don't want to pay for a life insurance policy. It is important. And long term, I work in long term care as a side hustle. That is important as well for our family members, our old black family. We don't like to put our family members in nursing homes. We don't. You don't see a lot of our grandparents.
Reasons.
No, I'm saying, but because they didn't be
I used to be in there.
In our community, we don't really do that. So get long-term care for your parents as well, or yourself.
At a good home.
Itself.
At a good home. Make sure
I'm saying long-term care though, it's different from life insurance policy.
Yeah.
It's for when you get chronically ill and you have these, and we got the cousin taking care of you that really don't give a fuck. You can really get some professional help to come in and help.
It's called the sins of our fathers. So like after you die, your kids have to take on that debt because they're gonna get that money.
Yes. Take care of those things, please. Black parents, don't do that to your children. It's not fair. It's not fair at all. So long-term insurance and life insurance.
Don't pass your bills to your mama. Shout out.
That too. Yes. Real fucking spit talk.
Yeah, facts. Just be responsible. Try to better the next generation. Don't leave your child with debt, regardless of the situation that you were brought in.
And don't enable the ass either.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
Don't. Because then can't nobody feel bad for you.
These kids are rats.
That's a hard topic. That's the next topic. The kids.
Okay, all right, y'all.
The kids ain't appreciative.
I should shut the fuck up.
No, the kids ain't the motherfucking appreciative.
The
we been crying hard as a bitch, and they like,
you're speaking facts, but at the same time, these parents ain't shit. I ain't gonna lie, these new parents.
That's not true, because when you keep saying these parents ain't shit, we're part of the like. You got to talk about which generation you're talking about.
New age.
I don't know what new age is. Listen,
What you want to say?
You gonna
wrap it up.
Everybody here got kids. Everybody here got kids.
Yes.
Do yo? All right, look, but. Do you feel like, all right, you know what you went through when you were parented? Does that make sense?
Yeah, and then when you black as fuck.
Yeah.
Can you talk? Wait, but watch this. Can your kids now talk to you
what
different?
she went through before that. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, just general. We talking about the same shit. This shit that went through before that.
Yeah,
So
before that.
Can your kids talk to you? Can your kids talk to you?
Yes and no. Because I'm doing shadow work right now. I have to be honest. Yes and no, because I'm saying come talk to me, but I'm not telling you that you're always going to get the response that you want.
Because I'm not your friend.
Understand me though, G?
I'm not.
I be like, you got me fucked up.
Because the gangster in you is I'm not your friend. Don't play with me.
Don't play with me. Exactly. So, but that's the problem.
You had an understanding when it came to
that's why she got mixed signals.
Yeah.
She got mixed signals because on some things she can. Come on, sit down. So she's like, Mama, let me tell you what, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, girl, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But then if she comes to me like she couldn't come to me, I'm just gonna put my business on blast. She gonna come to me about the 57 targets that she had last year. I had to get that information directly from the school because she knew I was finna
say less.
get gangsta on my ass.
Yeah.
What the fuck you mean 57 targets? So that response was going to be completely different from the response she would have got. She would have came and told me one of her little friends got caught doing woo off the damn, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but
she know I don't play.
That's also something to speak on, something that she's doing that's not, she knew that you wasn't going to approve of anyway. So that still speaks to you as a parent that she wouldn't feel comfortable to come and be like, yeah, I was targeted, because you're not a parent that accepts that. Whereas some parents, and this is why I say the disrespectful kids, to me, in my opinion, have parents who allow them to be disrespectful.
No, this is true.
That's not true.
From my perspective, I
always be on my kids. I always. Like, I'm on them, like, hardcore. Like, there's no. At one point,
they're respectful.
At one point, I was the only parent in their life for 9 years.
Right.
Three boys. I'm the only parent in their life for 9 years. On them, hardcore. There's no way I'm not. I don't have no other choice. My son, about to be 17, in school the other day. You know,
that old man.
Tell the teacher he's not leaving the gym room, and ain't nobody gonna move him out. Now I'm on my kids, hardcore. Where he getting it from?
Right.
So I'm not saying that it's not always that they don't get it at home. It's just sometimes. It's just
not always, and not even right now. Peer pressure really is a muscle.
Okay, then that's what
I went through. Exactly. That's why I did the whole.
And that's what it was. Another kid in there. He wanted to be in there with other
pressure. Pressure. And we cannot make that not valid for them.
That's true.
It's very valid for them because it's a very real thing to go to school and got on a different type of shoes and a motherfucker. Fuck is those, you know what I'm saying? They on your feet. Now they want to box you because you old. Like, God damn.
What I got from
I can know my mama can't afford them Jordans. Now you get your ass full.
What I got from what he was saying is personal choice. Like, you can raise your kids. You can be a gangster. Your kid can be a square.
Yeah,
you can be a square. You can be a gangster. You can be a preacher. Your motherfucking kids can be a hoe, right? I'm just saying in the sense that like you can guide it because they say the Bible train the child the way they should go, and you can do as much as you can do.
But they have their own life.
No matter what. And the outside world is going to be able to influence their life.
Of course. Yeah. But home makes more of a difference in it. I think. I used to say that with my daughter. I never thought I would be the parent that's like, what the fuck am I doing?
Can I ask, what's the generation of daughter?
But I think it's Jenny though.
Can I make my
it's just them being their own person.
We don't stand up.
No. I know what he's saying. I want to hear her. I want to hear her.
I completely agree with y'all. Everybody's gonna be their own person, but again, what JD said just takes me back to what I said about you is your daughter wouldn't come at you like that because she knows. So of course kids are gonna do what they're gonna do, but she know you're not that type of parent. So that doesn't speak to you as a parent. Everybody's gonna. Peer pressure means shit. It really does. People do a lot of things.
Grown ups too. So imagine
this is why I didn't say kids. I said people do a lot.
No, I know. That's why I said grown ups do it. We are influenced all the time. People do a lot of things to fit in and everything. And that's not to say to you as a parent that they do something occasionally bad. That's what I be thinking in my head.
You said Aaron said this. He said that one time, but does he generally get in trouble? Does he always right? So that's a peer pressure thing. That's still
maybe. But watch it, Ruko. Maybe it is, or maybe watch this. I, as a parent, I don't give a fuck if it's peer pressure or not. Whoever told you sent you the fuck off.
Yeah.
Ain't right? Of course. But watch this. How old is your child?
10, just like 10.
10. How old is your child?
15 and
15. How old is your child? Right, just watch it. Watch how old is your child?
The oldest is 16.
The oldest is 16. I got a son that's 26, and I got a son who's going to be 20 this year, and the daughter's 11. The difference is you still have all this positive hope for these kids. Because I'm going to parent them right. These kids don't give a fuck about what you know. When you get a little, when you talk about 15 and 17, these kids will ship and do what the fuck they want to, right?
No, I agree with you. I was just listening to her. I was trying to hear her point because she was saying that home mean more than the outside world, and that's why I agreed with you because I was like, my daughter, I would have never said she would have did some shit like that, but the outside world clearly has been affecting her.
Why would it not?
It would. I agree with you.
Can I make myself clear? Can I make myself clear?
Why would it not?
When I say home means more, what I mean by that is at the end of the day, and everybody makes mistakes, period. You can think that even as a person you are now, you can be this good person that you feel like you're a good person. Everyone still makes mistakes. What I'm saying is, when I say that home means more, at the end of the day, do you feel like at life your child is going to be, and sometimes it just depends on you. Sometimes
that's the thing, and I don't want to say it on here because I really do be scared.
Yeah.
Some of the behaviors that she distributes as a human young person,
you think that they know that, but I literally was thinking that my daughter was leaving the store today, and I was like,
"What are you doing?"
I'm concerned for you.
But you
it's on the sense that like I'm teaching you this and you're supposed to know that, right?
Yeah.
When you do that shit, I'm gonna put it like this, and I hate to come back like this shit, cause I'm gonna always give game straight, right? Don't play with me like that. Play with your mama. That's what I was just saying.
Can I just say?
Don't do that.
Can I just say on serious topics? I be trying not to laugh at what Antoine was saying, but the way he be saying shit, it makes me laugh.
Play with your mama. Don't do that.
So I think.
Do that.
No, but I know. I get what you're saying, but sometimes I do. Yeah. Sometimes I am concerned because I'm very aware of who the fuck and what the fuck we are now. Mm-hmm. We have evolved into something different.
And the world is only getting worse type shit.
Yes, so that's my point. That's my point.
You have hope, like everything's like, no.
So I'll be like, is my child going to contribute to the good things in this world, or is she going to be one of those people who, you know what I'm saying, making all the bad things happen.
But you see it on a day-to-day basis.
I see some things in her that concern me.
Some things ain't enough.
Listen,
That,
but you know what?
not for me to label her a fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Some things
Oh,
is
she's
not
gonna be a
enough, you know
criminal.
what I mean?
You know,
Exactly.
but enough to concern me though.
Yeah.
You know the
But then as a
Nobody
parent,
is
but then as a parent,
Hey, but listen, her sister asked her for a sandwich. And if she was on her phone, clickety-clacking away, like she usually do when her sister asked her to make her a sandwich. She told her no. That concerned me. Because if your sister say she hungry and I'm busy doing some shit, and you tell her no,
Okay.
put it 100%. No, let me tell you where I'm coming from with it. It's only us.
Okay,
It's me, her, and her sister.
And
There ain't no backup.
look at
There ain't nobody else there.
Look at that.
Take care of her.
Look what you just said.
You
It's
get
only
what
y'all.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Look, it's only y'all. It's only y'all. Hold on. It's only y'all. So imagine if it was only them and you were gone.
But that's what I don't know. That's the uncertainty.
Ain't no way in hell she gonna
That's
do
the
that shit like
uncertainty.
that, bro.
No, listen to me. Listen to me.
Ain't no way in hell.
Listen to me.
Show now.
If I'm
Show me
busy
now.
and I'm
That's what
going
she
through
said.
something that I
Come on,
can't
man,
get
all the
away
time.
from,
You should do it all the time.
listen. If I'm busy and I'm doing something I can't get away from, that I really need her to step in and do, and she telling her no, her sister like, man, tell me her, I ain't hungry, and you don't get your motherfucking ass up and do what you're supposed to do, that scares me. What are you gonna do when I leave you with $500,000 and it's just you and your sister? Are you gonna leave her?
You don't know.
I don't.
But I think
I should be concerned. I feel like I should be concerned the way I raised you. The way I raised you.
Everybody knows
The
blood
way-
is thicker than water.
No.
Everybody
you gotta
knows.
bring it down.
I don't fuck with my mama right
So
now.
listen, what
I don't fuck with my mama right
Now,
now.
if a man was beating on her or something like that, you was there.
I don't know.
Listen, so what I would say is I think every child has growing pains. And just because
I don't
know. Listen, I think every child has growing pains. And sometimes siblings are mean to each other, but that doesn't mean that you don't care about your brother because you tease him.
Yeah.
Or your sister
Or you don't
because
do
you make
something
fun
for
of
her.
him.
I definitely, and I want to clear this up before this comes out. She see it on social media. I love her to death. She's a dope kid. She's very talented, very beautiful. I done seen this girl, like she really the shit.
I feel that.
But it is sometimes where I just have to be like, baby, where you coming from?
Because
Like, what's going
you
on?
talk different.
Yes,
You talk
I
different
did.
than that.
I talk
And
different.
this is the point that I was making is if you raise and teach a child a certain way, they go the opposite. There's nothing you can do besides that but hope, wish, and or pray.
And that's it.
But do you not feel that every child has a rebellious state?
Oh, it's a she has a rebellious. So
What they call it?
I'm a rebellious motherfucker on both of my parents, but I'm still respectful as fuck, and I'm deviating far from the tree.
With my situation, people say, so both my mom and her husband, they were addicts. They was on crack cocaine. People say that I went through a rebellious phase, but really, was it rebellious? Or was I really going through some real deep shit, some fucked up shit where I had to be put, you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't rebellious. It wasn't rebellious. It was a reaction to their actions. It's a difference. I bust my ass for my baby. I bust my ass for my baby. It's only us. I'm the muscle behind this shit.
Make your sister goddamn sandwich.
Hey, daddy around, he don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? And it is that. I'm not complaining about it. I just do my shit.
It's real shit.
But you, after everything we done been through, G, I done been solid behind you, stood beside you, supported you with everything you ever wanted to do. That's what I'm saying.
I was oldest three for 9 years straight.
That's what I'm saying. Your point is my point. Yeah, your point is my point. Like everything I did for you, G.
Let me ask you this question. Let me ask you, and that's
parenting. There are no manuals.
That's true. That happens.
No.
But let me ask you this question, though. You know, and because everything in life is left up to circumstance. It depends on the situation in which you were brought up, and sometimes you can have two people in a drunk household and one person's going to fall into it, the other person's going to absolutely not want to touch it.
You know what we don't understand is what we doing for our kids is what white people do for their kids all the time. Think about what I'm saying. So how we was raised we're different from our parents. So think about how we're raising our kids. We're raising our kids. We want them to be better than us. We do. They're spoiled.
Hopefully,
they're spoiled.
They
are enabling our kids. We're giving them a level of privilege that we never had.
And what they do to them, though?
They shitting on that shit. They don't give a
enabling is only when you know that the kid is not appreciative and they're not doing well enough to accept that. Just because you want good for your child. But listen, spoiling your child is not a problem.
I'm mad at myself.
It is spoiled when your child is unappreciative of what you're doing for them. Just because you want your child to have the best of whatever or more than what you had does not mean that they're spoiled. Spoiled to me, because my child, I have an only child. One kid, he gets fucking everything that.
We know he's spoiled.
Listen,
we know he's spoiled.
Listen, he can be spoiled, but my child is respectful. My child is 10 years old. Let me tell you, my child, when I say he is a child, and when I say it depends on the parent, my child thinks that when you say stupid, you saying a bad word.
Right.
He will tell you that's a bad word.
Right.
Stupid.
Okay,
You can't say that.
But then, wait till he's 17. Let's see what you say.
But not even
There's 10-year-olds that curse.
I think she's gonna come to a place when she's older where she's gonna value things that are yes.
But they go to that stage.
Yeah.
They go to that teenage
That's
stage.
what matters.
But my thing be with her is be careful about how far you push me.
Right.
Because look at how me and my mom is in relationship now. My daughter see that shit too, and I know that fuck with her head. It's a curse on the women in my family.
Yeah.
We have this thing with each other where a lot of women are jealous of each other and they don't get along.
But that's in women, period.
But
a man wouldn't think like that. A man would not raise his
That's
kid.
not in women.
I don't think, that's not.
That's in a jealous.
I done seen jealous men of their son because their son get more bitches.
It's jealous of their brothers, they cousins, whoever they promise. It's always jealous. It's jealous people.
Listen, this could be footage for something else too. Like, it can, but you can turn it off though. We can talking about this on our own. But
I would slide into each individual camera just no, I would, but
You said we keep going. We were trying to keep it to 45 minutes.
I've been trying to have the attitude like that.
Hold on. Let me say this is what happened when you can't get your motherfucking kids ass. This is what happened when the court getting your shit. When the court getting your shit, you can't touch them.
Man.
I'll beat your ass. When you put them in the court, I'm sorry, but I'm
So to wrap,
I already got my motherfucking child abuse charge. Y'all gotta get y'all abuse. I'm the real. You was blessed, boy.
Wipe that shit up. Wipe that shit up. Don't you go to school today? I'm not going to school. I'm going to school. I'll be back. Listen, you stay in the room. My 14-year-old, you answer the door.
No, I'm trying to stay away from the physical discipline, but I try to gentle parent with them because I feel like they're young adults. Or she's a young adult and I should be able to communicate with her without violence.
You need to work with her still.
But sometimes
your mind go crazy. And you can't wow. Wait a minute. Oh, hey, I didn't even do that. Oh shit, you bleed? Oh.
Okay.
It's put that as gentle parents. Ain't no gentle parents. Ain't not gentle kids on us. They're not gentle kids. That's not a gentle parent.
You bleed?
I'm sorry, I'm playing.
Hold on.
Listen,
I got a towel for you.
This is the extended version, apparently. So to wrap this conversation up,
Don't have kids.
Kids are wonderful if you're.
they are. They really are.
For the most part.
With you.
They come with growing pains, but for the most part. Okay, so to wrap this conversation up, I have a couple of plugs. So first, I wanted to plug my lock lady. Her name is Erica Carson. She based out of Stoughton. You know, I'm going to plug her information in the link. So if y'all want to hit her up and get y'all locks done, you know, I'm going to let y'all do that. My second plug is, I don't know for my Madison and Wisconsin people if y'all heard of Raphael Raglan, but he does a lot of
Grateful films.
So Grateful films. You know, you can catch him on YouTube, Facebook, and a couple of other platforms and shit. You know, I'm gonna plug his information in the shit too. So I actually was so fortunate to do a scene in his new TV show called Finessing. Catch that. It was pretty dope, and it was my first screen credit. I was nervous when we had to do a reshoot, and then I was super comfortable, and I feel like I did that shit. So catch that. I'm in episode 3. I'm gonna plug y'all with the episode at a specific time.
Shout out to that brother, man. He been doing a lot of good work. Movies. I want to say no.
He does everything. I was in one of his commercials. I was in 2 of his movies. He's doing a lot, and he's been working with Tyler Perry people. Like he been on the he's doing a lot. Like he is.
Listen, more
he's doing a lot for Madison
community.
Like,
support ourselves. There's no end to the shit, because that was the whole thing we're saying. If we support us, we could be a very thriving fucking people in our business. We literally are. What happened to Black Wall Street?
Yes.
Not them people. Them people happened back then, but right now the thing that happened with Black Wall Street is us. We got enough brain. We got enough power. We got enough. I shouldn't have to say much about my business, but the same way she said it, they said it. We supposed to keep circling each other. So. No offense, fuck Balenciaga. I never wore, don't know nothing about that shit. This is one of my first time ever in my life saying Balenciaga. But we need to be wearing each other's logos and all that shit. So when you talking about this brother doing movies and shit, that's our Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying?
We should be supporting Chanel and her husband Micah. She was fortunate enough to get her store in the mall. We all know, we've all been here for a long time. It's hard as fuck for a black person to get in the mall.
Shame on you bum ass bitches who did that.
But for you niggas who got the dope money and you got the bitch who got a nice little, you know what I'm saying? Go buy your little bitch some shit from that motherfucker. For real, go spend your little couple grand, go buy a couple. If you got 4-5 bitches, some shit. Don't be looking online. They beating their ass. Don't be looking online.
Let's make this bad trending news so dope for her. Let's make this dope for her. If you support us and you support local, go support her. Go check out her shop. Go see what she got going on at the Pink Velvet. Period. Go do that.
She is closing the store permanently, but Pink Velvet is online. Online, so
it's probably better that way. So
it is. So you ain't. So some people can't put their nasty vaginas in the outfit because somebody pussy stink and they pussy stink, and then I pussy stink outfit.
That's true, but that's not the reason to go, because it's you bum ass bitches that always want to ruin shit. Don't ruin shit.
But continue to shop with her online. We definitely got to support our people. It's not. I keep saying it's not Madison. It's the people.
Mental health, because that means that's the mentality. Make sure your ass go laugh. Go learn to enjoy yourself. Learn to be loving with the people that you're around and shit like that. Show love, give love. Instead of just being able to receive some shit, give that shit. Make sure you come laugh. Comedy and poetry jam. I'm going to keep that shit in your face. If you don't want to come laugh, what kind of person are you? I mean, like, who blaming on you? I'm like, my daughter is on promo mode all the time. When you see me, my daughter walk with the people. I taught her, don't even show them the flyer first, baby, because they see the flyer. If they on business, they see you on business, they'll go back. My daughter come to people, hey, do you like poetry and comedy? They're like, well, you gotta like one or the other. If you like, I don't like poetry or comedy, like, what? All right, you're not even finna get a flyer.
Sounds like a hater to me.
Don't need to waste none.
Smells like a hater to me.
But that's mental health in the terms of our people need to laugh. We need to get the fuck out, because we would spend hundreds and thousands of dollars of laughing online. You look at TikToks and shit that don't generate no revenue for us. That shit I do affects my daughter. I go back to all fucking black businesses and shit like that. Pro-black as a fuck. That's why I say I'm black men.
Can I just say, if you are happy with yourself and you live your real life, then you have absolutely no problem with supporting and making other people live, helping other people live their life. Just don't be a hating ass nigga. Don't be a hating ass bitch.
But if you are a hating ass nigga or hating ass bitch, you need to laugh more than anybody else. You like, I am stupid as fuck. You need to go laugh because you stupid as fuck in the mentality.
And stop wearing them pissy ass bonnets and t-shirts.
Bitch, you can wear a bonnet and t-shirt. bonnets and t-shirts. However you is, bitch, I take you. But don't bring the bitch you want to talk too much and fight and get drunk.
He went somewhere else and played with that outfit. Don't wear. Stop with the pissy ass bonnets and t-shirts and shop sucre. That's where I was going.
How you get pissed in the bonnet?
No, pissy ass t-shirts and bonnets. That's what I said. I was plugging my business.
Hey, I got both of y'all. I got both of y'all. If you done wearing your pissy ass bonnet, shop Sucre. But if you still want to wear your pissy ass bonnets, you is welcome at the One in Motion.
Period.
But if you smell like piss, you are not welcome. Get your ass out. Get your life together.
This is real spit talk.
No.
This is real spit talk. That's a wrap. The fuck?
Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Oh, FYI, because I actually had somebody, side note, I had somebody inbox the Real Spit Talk and ask, do we take topics? 100%. If you feel, I'm not saying we absolutely
We do take topics. If you send your picture of the lingerie that you're wearing to her page and I get to my page, we're going to decide if we're going to take it. But if your ass, you shake, you know what I mean? We not taking it. I'm fucking.
Don't listen.
Come on, how you is. The Lord wants us to take
we 100% accept.
Yeah, I take eyeball.
We accept your suggestions. I'm not saying that we're going to talk about what you want. It depends on what you want to talk about. If you got good topics, we will absolutely 100% talk about it. We want you to feedback. We haven't been able to get to that part so far, but eventually we have this extra spot on the couch where guests will be here. We want you to come here to talk with us, to be able to sit, drink, and talk our real spit talk with us. You know, we got our special guests. We want more special guests. Come and chill with us, vibe with us, like, comment, share, subscribe. We own pretty much fucking everything.
Come get your eyebrows done and get you and some nice lingerie.
Laugh, get your lingerie. Laugh, get your lingerie.
Love that shit, black man. Get your goddamn